everybody. You need your science textbook and your spiral, please. We are in your book on page D60 because it is time for our review. I hope you found a nice place to work over the last couple of days. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is Science, Chapter 8, Review. And this should be done in cursive, please. Number 1. Our book says Earth revolves or travels in a blank around the sun. Your answer is orbit. Number 2, a new moon and a full moon are two of the moon's phases. And the first quarter moon is coming up. If you're out looking for it, it should be up around dinner time. Mercury, Mars, and Earth are 3 of 9, well, technically it's 8, blank in our solar system planets. A tool that makes faraway objects seem closer is axis, crater, orbit, phase, planet, revolve, rotate, satellite, star. Oh, telescope. I love my telescope. Number 5, anything that orbits another larger object in space is a satellite. So the Earth has communications and data satellites that orbit it that are outside of its atmosphere. Our moon is also a satellite because it orbits with us and around us. 6, when a meteorite slams into the moon, it makes a hollow area called a crater. 7, Earth spins on an imaginary line called it's not an equator, it's the one that goes up and down, axis. And if you've been riding your bike lately, or your skateboard, or roller skates, or scooter, anything that the wheel turns on is a post, and it can be called an axle. So these two words, axis and axle, have a similar use. They have a similar definition. 8, the sun is a medium-sized star. No, it is not shaped like this. It is in fact shaped more like this. 9 and 10 have the same prompt. 2 ways Earth moves are that it blank and blank. Well, you guys did the dance around your desk. Around yourself is to rotate. And around something else is to revolve. And I put an S because the prompt says 2 ways Earth moves are that it rotates and it revolves. So I added the S so it would make sense. "11, there are days and nights because the sun rotates, the moon rotates, Earth rotates, the moon revolves around the sun." Well, A is not true. The sun does not rotate. B, the moon rotates, but it doesn't change what happens here on Earth except for the tides. It doesn't change my day and night. Earth rotates. That is true. The moon revolves around the sun. Well, it does revolve around the sun, but it doesn't change the day and night that we have on Earth. So Earth rotates is the best choice, C. 12, Earth revolves around the equator, the poles, the moon, the sun. Yeah, J, the sun. It was used to scientists, before they had too good of equipment, used to think that it was the other way around, that the sun went around the earth. But over time, we learned that the sun was much larger. And in science, things that are much larger have more gravity and pull other things around with them. They kind of boss them around. So the tide was turned there, the thinking was turned, and that the sun was the center and earth and all of the other things went around it. 13. The apparent changes in the moon's shape are the moon's craters, phases, orbits, or seasons. Well, the moon doesn't have seasons because it has no atmosphere. The moon's orbit doesn't change. Phases, yeah, B. And craters, well, the moon's shape can change by getting new craters, but that's not what this is asking. This is asking about the amount of light that we see in the moon that you have been investigating for your journal. And I hope that assignment's going well. If you've taken a break from it, that's awesome because you're about to see the moon for the next few days. Just got to go looking for it. 14, the 2 planets closest to Earth are, oh my goodness, I got to do them in order. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. When I was a kid, these 2 were inside each other's orbit, so they were actually flip-flopped. So you're learning it in the correct order. I had to learn it a little bit switched up. Those 2 planets closest to Earth, well, here's Earth. It looks like Venus and Mars. Do you see that choice? Yeah, choice F, Mars and Venus. And the largest planet it is not Earth. Earth is not the largest planet. The largest planet is, in fact, Jupiter, choice C. Now, Saturn can be considered larger than Jupiter if you account for the space junk that floats around it, but the rings around Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn are not considered part of the planet. They're considered objects that orbit it, so a satellite. They're not considered part of the mass of the planet. So the largest planet is Jupiter. If you have any questions on your review, let me know. This is the end of your science for today, and I hope you enjoyed the Bill Nye video. I love that one. He's just my favorite guy as far as science is concerned. So if you need me, let me know.